Hi everybody, welcome back to COVID-19, the opportunities you didn't think of. I am your host, Casey Wallace, and as you know, with this program, we are gathering together world leaders in the fields of science, medicine, spirituality and consciousness, financial, life coaches, everything holistic and energetically supportive to our expansiveness into all possibilities here on this realm, all possibilities in our lives. And at this time, with this unique opportunity taking place globally across the Earthship, we have answered the call to present to you those leaders. Today's show will not disappoint you. Our guest today has become a personal friend of ours. Acurda has been putting out extraordinary content interrelated to the human embodied experience and how to master the components and reach points of ascended consciousness through the DNA system, understanding everything that we are, learning everything that we can be, and aspects of reaching that. Those of us in the spiritual and conscious community truly do believe that there are other things taking place energetically here on the globe at this time, and they are extraordinary opportunities. And so this conversation is going to lead you in that direction. So please sit back. And I'm laughing, going, maybe we've all got our sweats on or our comfy jammies on, while we're sitting in on these great conversations. And we're just going to let her pretty much have the stage. And she's very intoxicating. She's extremely intelligent. And you're going to really, really enjoy where this transmission is going to take you. So, Acurda, of course, you know how much I love you. And thank you so much for being here with our audience today.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for the introduction. And so a lot of things have really been happening all over the globe right now. And I think people are not only feeling it as a collective level, but also through the body as well. And, I know a lot of people have been having headaches and, fear and anxiety. But for a good portion of us who have been doing the shadow work, the work, who have been kind of ushering in these new frequencies, feel like a lot of us are at peace, and this is what we've been waiting for. So I'm going to do a little bit of both. I'm going to do a little bit of the new human, new earth, and I'm also going to do a little bit of maybe a DNA ascension help, we'll say. So when we look at ourselves as the micro and the macro of all that is happening, and if we just take one step back and just look from a global perspective of what is happening, what do we see? We see a lot of chaos. We see a lot of breakdown. We're seeing disease. We're seeing economies collapsing. And I think that when looking at the micro and the macro, this is a lot that's been happening for us inside us. We've been going along, giving our power away to groups, to governments, to banking systems, to healthcare professionals, pharmaceutical companies, that we've kind of allowed to be big movers on this planet. And I think we're seeing what we helped contribute to create. I think we see and feel not only in ourselves what we contributed and created. And at this really beautiful time of reset, where we have this opportunity to be in our homes with our families, we have this 0 point setting of the embodiment of our soul to really feel into all of these different types of energies that we've helped create. And what we're given a choice point now if we want to keep creating this way or we want to create something else. And the first way that we can create something else is by creating space inside of us. And so we're going to do a meditation today to create a little bit of space inside of us, to create a, we'll say, quantum stem cell of immunity for us. This is going to give us the vitality to be the embodied soul that we came here to be, so that we can come out of this and create something new from higher perspectives. Many people have seen a lot of different things playing out, and I can go into timelines, I can go into advanced teachings, but I don't think that that's really necessary or serves people right now. There's enough of that. What I think serves people right now is the opportunity to go to 0 point. And so I'm just going to lead everybody through a 12-strand DNA activation. And again, you are the power. And if this serves you, great. And if it looks different to you, go with that. Go with your intuition. With anything that I say, you are the creator. So just go ahead and close your eyes and start to inhale and exhale and just let everything go. Trusting our higher selves to co-create the highest frequency outcome of love and light, not only for ourselves, but for all of humanity in the universal consciousness, working through space and time in all timelines and in all dimensions, because this power is our birthright, and it is in this now moment, and to claim that for yourself. And moving deeper into the body. So we're going to bring our attention, our inner attention, down to the second chakra. So it's basically 3 or 4 inches underneath the belly button, right above the perineum. Color can be orange or like fire, golden. This is the center of our creation. This is where we take all of our genetics, and our soul organizes everything for our creation, the creation of this physical body. So you're going to visualize a stream of energy coming from the central sun of the earth into this second chakra, filling this chakra up with beautiful golden light, source light. Then you're going to visualize golden light pouring through your crown chakra, top of your head, into your body, like a beautiful waterfall of light, moving into the heart, where you feel gratitude and love for yourself, for all the other light that's on this planet, And after you've blessed this energy with your love, you're going to allow it to flow down into that second chakra. So this second chakra is filling with beautiful source-like golden light, iridescent light. And in the second chakra, you are going to visualize a cell, just a sphere, a cell of life. It doesn't have to be perfect. Trust yourself, trust your magnificence. In the center of that cell, you're going to visualize a double helix, a strand of DNA. All seen that picture of DNA with the little legs attached, the ladders spiraling around each other. You're going to see this strand as this rainbow iridescent light, alive and activated. And this is your first strand. It's the programming of all of your genetics, everything that you came in with from your ancestors. In this first strand, you're just going to run beautiful iridescent light through it. And it's going to start magnifying. And if there's anything that you come across that doesn't belong, let it go. Just let it clear. It doesn't belong there. It's no longer serving you. And then you're going to move and create another strand, the second strand of DNA. Again, this rainbow iridescence. This is a representation of all your ancestral stories, alive, illuminated, and activated. And bring light into this strand, golden light. And whatever seems stuck or doesn't belong, just allow it to be released from your genetics. You do not have to carry those stories any longer. And then we're going to move over to the third strand. Again, rainbow iridescent double helix, alive and activated. Representation of all your past lives and incarnations. Any karma that you've carried from any experience can be released now. Bring in that golden white light. Just allow whatever comes forward to be released. And then we'll move into the fourth strand of DNA, your present life. Rainbow iridescent, alive and activated. Holding all of your experiences of soul from this incarnation. Allow more golden white light to come through. Anything that isn't serving, allow it to be released. And as we move into the fifth strand of DNA, the unity consciousness strand, this strand is turquoise in color, or whatever color works for you. Seeing this radiating, illuminated turquoise double helix, vibrating now at unity consciousness, bringing in beautiful turquoise light. Whatever doesn't belong, just let it go. Any separation. And then moving over to the sixth strand again, this turquoise light. This strand holding different types of archetypal structures. Let everything go that you thought about the human before. Everything that you've been told or taught. Just let it go. The truth is the pureness and your purity of light. Your truth as an individual soul here. Seeing beautiful turquoise light come through. Your body may start to be vibrating higher. Moving over to the seventh strand of DNA. Silver in color. Bringing in beautiful silver light. Starting to move into a diamond light body template outside of those other stories. One of freedom and sovereignty as a soul. Moving into the eighth strand of DNA, and this one is also silver. Double helix and beautiful illuminated silver light. Claiming your soul mission gifts for this life. All the way that you've constructed yourself to be the truth of who you are, to carry out your soul mission, the precious thing that you came here to do that no one else can do. Feel this light pouring gifts into you. And as we move to the ninth strand of DNA, this one is this golden white light. Almost looks like there's little diamonds inside of light, connecting us to our galactic inheritance, our galactic family. You may be starting to vibrate even higher again as you feel the frequency of being something more than the human species, but a galactic species, a universal species. And as you move to the 10th strand of DNA, again, this beautiful golden white light coming through. You have gifts from the cosmos to claim that are outside our preconceived thoughts of human abilities. They're here. Ask yourself, what gift does this DNA reveal to me? And to claim that truth for yourself. As we move into the 11th strand of DNA, this beautiful, radiant, platinum light. This is your higher God self. You as living light, as a creator God, creating yourself and your reality. And as we move into the 12th strand of DNA, again, this beautiful platinum white light. Vibrating and illuminating as your uncorruptible strand of DNA, your God strand. The frequencies of all of the other strands coming into harmonics with the God self, the truth of who you are at its highest, uncorruptible, pure source. And as you feel that, this is the truth of who you are. And in that little tiny cell in your second chakra, you can see a 12-pointed star with each strand of DNA. Each strand creating its own beautiful system, energy. Start to create a toroidal field of energy. Super high frequency of source and vitality. Uncorruptible with disease and death and decay. This is the stem cell of the eternal nature. Your God cell. I want you to see that cell communicate with every other cell in your body. That truth, that immunity, that vitality, that health. And as every cell in your body starts to vibrate higher, accepting its new divinity programming, uncorruptible source energy of the highest light. Every cell becoming this beautiful activation, torsion field of luminescent light from the top of your head to your fingertips and to your toes. All your cells turning to light. Every cell becoming a new programmable stem cell of divine light. And seeing your whole body as light now. All your organs as light. With these beautiful stem cells of rejuvenation, of immunity, of vitality, of the highest potential. Starting to see all of your chakra system come into alignment. And it doesn't have to be perfect, just ask. Trust yourself. Right and left hemispheres of the body coming into balance and alignment. Right and left hemispheres of the brain coming into balance and alignment. You to visualize new pathways of light being made in connecting your right and left hemispheres of the brain. And releasing what is not serving you. Any old patterns that came before this time right now are irrelevant. New light consciousness being created in your brain. Expanding your consciousness, bringing your mind in service to the heart and service to the soul. The soul moving from the I, the we, the all. You are the all. and expanding this new stem cell of light that you created in all of your cells, illuminating outside of your body, around your body. Illuminating to your house that you're in or wherever you're living or at. Illuminating to your city or town. To your country. To the earth. To our solar system. This is the truth of who you are. The connection to everything, the 0 point of all that is inside your being. And in this 0 point, I want you to ask you, when this is over, what would you like to create that is in alignment with this energy right here? What type of new human do you want to be? What type of new earth do you want to create, where we value each other, value all life? These stem cells we created are the infinite potential and possibility to create what came forward for you. And I honor you. Thank you.
What, Brad's over the mic. Let's reel it in. Okay, we're on the air. Okay, we're on the air. Okay. Thank you for your generous process, for you watching this program. This is what part of what Acurda does, is she transforms people's physical embodiments, ethereal embodiments, and assists everybody to get in the space of creating their realities, knowing their truths, and living a joyous existence. And her teachings and her programs and her processes are invaluable. They're invaluable. I'm extremely blessed to know her and have her in our lives. It's always really interesting for me, being a practitioner myself. We oftentimes don't envelop in letting our own selves go and trust somebody else enough to do this stuff to us. We kind of sometimes can be like, well, I'm just not sure. Acurda is the person that you are safe with. Her existence here on this earth is very clear. She has come into the physical form to assist everybody. And this time, this experience that's happening right now is your window, okay? It's not your window, it's your gateway, it's your doorway, okay? Everything is open right now. For those of you who have never really had the time to get really into their practices, or yeah, I'm gonna do that, and when I get time to it, you've been now allotted this time that you've created for your own self. And this is the type of experience that you get to do. You know, it's not scary, it's not hard, it's a joyous experience. Before we come out of this dialogue with you, Kurt, I want you to talk to people just briefly. You specialize in this activation of the DNA, reconstruction of the DNA. Use your words properly, please, so I don't dishonor you in my own description.
Thank you. What I feel I do is I help people connect to their possibility of DNA. As we went through, you know, we are designing our DNA, and we had the opportunity to take a look at our genetics, our ancestral stories, epigenetics, our past life, present life, our galactic stories. You know, I don't know about for your community, but my community, we've all tapped into different types of DNA, hybrid DNA, you know, and there are a lot of galactic stories there that we can tap into. And encoded in our DNA is everything. Everything. It is the master ancestor, what I consider the Akasha Novus. We can access everything. Your soul mission, your omniverse mission. You have a mission that's even outside of this soul incarnation here in this physical body, you know, and it is all encoded in your DNA. And so I help people clear and recode the 12 strands, specifically with light and geometry and consciousness. And then what we do is we then move into a 24 strand DNA, because what happens is when you take 12 or you take 2, a double helix, and then you create another double helix around it, it creates a new propulsion system of light. And we're moving more into a lighter being. We're, you know, as we come in this, you know, earth purge, reset, we will be in new frequencies, and people are going to create completely new economies and new technologies from light. And, you know, our bodies are going to be different. Our DNA is going to be different. It already is changing. And that, you know, we are tangibly helping people what I call the divine sciences of how we are creating ourselves through sound, light, geometry, and consciousness, and how we can take these and create our ascension path with them, because we are evolving and we have free choice to evolve into what we choose. And when we start to understand how powerful we are with the alignment of these divine sciences with our soul and the universal laws, I mean, we're talking about a whole new species, what I call the new human, unlocking our superpowers and their levels of powerful creation. But we also, it starts within here first. You can't create out here without going in here first. It doesn't work like this.
Inside of us is the mere conscious reflection of that which we are. For those of you who are watching this program and of course are feeling coming out of this process, I'm feeling a little discombobulated. I'm going to do a little bit of grounding when I'm done with this. But we want to invite you to continue deeper and further with her. This is what I love about her practice is she ties in the science with the spirituality. She hits both the intelligences out there. Science is supporting all of this in their way. They're supporting that we have the ability to change our DNA through our thoughts. I think they pretty much know that, at least really open-minded advanced science. So I love all of the tangibility usage on this too. Acurda, please tell everybody, only because we've run out of our time slot for this program this time around, tell everybody how to connect with you, please, and what they can find on your website and stuff.
Sure. Well, we have a summit launching on the Global DNA Summit with 22 speakers, visionary leaders all over the world who are helping to create the new human, the new earth, human liberation, planetary liberation, that launches on the 4-4 Gateway. And I believe you have a link for that for yourself. You guys will be there. Julius will be there. We had an incredibly powerful conversation on DNA and the multiverse. And people can get a hold of me through my website at livingyourdnacode.com. And then if they want to reach out to me, Acurda at livingyourdna, Acurda 1212 at Gmail. You know, all the, we're on my network at Living Your DNA Code. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, thanks everybody for being here with us. Of course, this was kind of a super cool episode for you. Relax, embrace, absorb, expand, right? Relax, embrace, absorb, expand. And this is a fantastic process for you to do that. We here at Xpnsion Network are always bringing you what we can deliver to you as the highest positive aspect for your journey, for your moment of now, for your lives, for all the things that you want, looking towards, as our previous guest stated, the silver lining in every experience that you are creating, and supporting your superpowerness in being all that you are. I am your host, Casey Wallace. This is COVID-19, the opportunities you haven't thought of, and we want to thank you, of course, for being here with us, and send blessings and love to you in every aspect of your whole life, and we will see you next time. Thanks for being with us.